So this is my brand new 2018 Nissan Rogue SL all-wheel drive with ProPilot and Platinum Reserve interior. Brand new car, 4 days old now that I'm making the video, with about 300 kilometers on it. And I always told myself I'd never buy a car brand new, but I had to with this one, and I'll get to the reason why in a second. The guy I bought it from at the dealer told me he'd only sold probably 3 of these models so far with the ProPilot. So it's not a car you see too often in this trim, the highest trim available, but it is definitely worth it. So regular viewers to my channel know that I used to have a 2005 Legacy GT, a Subaru. Really nice car, loved it, did all kinds of things to it. But I just got married and I've moved and I do a lot of long distance drives now, and so I needed something a lot more comfortable and something I can start a family with. But that said, it's not a boring car, and I'll get to that in a second. So talking about why I switched away from that Subaru, one of the biggest reasons for me is that gas these days is getting pretty expensive, and I didn't want a car that took premium, and this Rogue takes a regular gas, which is a big bonus. And it gets pretty good mileage, better mileage than the Legacy I had did. So when I chose this car, what I did is I didn't really set out to buy a specific class of car or a specific price range or anything fancy like Lexus or so. What I did is I had a budget about 30 to 50 grand, pretty big budget, pretty big range I should say, Canadian, and I decided to pick the best car with the best features in that range. And one of the things that stood out to me about this is, as I said, with the Lexuses, the Acuras, etc., you're going to be paying premium gas, which is just annoying because do you really need that extra little boost of power? I just drove a 2018 Corvette on my honeymoon, and it was a fun car, but I don't know that I wanted to pay that kind of gas mileage every day. So one of the other cars that I was comparing this one with was the 2018 Subaru Impreza hatchback, Sport Tech package with the eyesight. And that's because it had the cargo capacity, it had really good gas mileage, and the price was really good. It was much cheaper than this one. But to be honest, I'm kind of annoyed at Subaru for cutting the hatchback STI models. I don't know what it is that they've done with their Legacies. They seem to have an aversion to making fun and interesting cars these days, and I've decided to go a different direction. So one of the things that drew me to this model was the automatic driving features, and that's not something that I'm normally interested in, but I do a lot of long cross-province drives, and I've found over the past few days that using that ProPilot feature on this car is pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do actually is, not in this video, but in my next video, I'm going to do a quick review of that and show you guys how it works, because when I was looking online, all I had was just a couple of videos, weren't very well done, didn't really display the system too well, and after using it, I have a much different impression of the system than what I got from those videos. So I'll give you guys a rundown on that. The car looks pretty clean. I don't know if you noticed, but it's because last night I just did a full ceramic coating, wash, clay bar, everything to protect the paint. So in the next couple of days, if it rains or if I do a wash, I want to do another video to show the effectiveness of that, so you guys can look on that. But before I do that in this video, I'm just going to give a rundown of some features that I think are interesting. So here we go. So one of the big features for me is that the car itself, in my opinion, looks pretty nice. I'm going to change these rims for something a little fancier, maybe black out some trim here or there, but the car overall looks really nice. And with this interior, the Platinum Reserve interior, it was only another $500 on top of the regular interior, and it just looks great. These seats are ultra comfortable. They have 2 memory seats here, and lumbar adjustment, and a couple of other adjustments there, all the regular stuff you'd see. And I think that they are extremely comfortable on long drives. Another nice thing you've got here is this hatchback, and this is a power hatchback. So on my key here, I'm just gonna, that'll close, And it's also got that thing that Ford has with the foot opening, foot closing. So if your hands are full, like they are right now with my keys and my camera, then I can just go, whoop, and she opens for you. Stop that midway, close it right back. So one of the other things that comes standard on this that did not come standard on the Impreza is that it's got a remote start, which is Canadian climate because you can warm up the car, and in really hot climates because you can cool down the car, which is not really something you'd think of right away. But I haven't tried it out myself, but I'm pretty sure that the car will determine whether it's hot or cold outside and set your settings appropriately. Just turn that down for now, but what this is Sirius radio, which it comes with. All cars come with that, and I don't know if anybody even uses that stuff, but it comes with a really nice Bose audio system. And one thing that is really important is that it is ultra quiet in this car. With the windows down, you can hear stuff like this. I don't know if you hear all that road noise, but the second you put it up, it's like a tomb in here. It's very nice. In addition to that, one of the big draws for me here, especially over the Mazda CX-5, is that it has Android Auto, which I unfortunately can't display to you because my phone has to be plugged in to do that. But yeah, Android Auto is the same in every car. That's one of the nice things about it. You don't have to learn a new system. But that said, the system in this car is quite good. It's got your radio there. These are just audio sources. The map itself is pretty good. I don't know why it keeps starting me off zoomed out so I can see the entire continent, but everything works nicely there. It came with this Nissan premium something or other where you can have traffic information, and I think, no, that's not traffic information, but you can apparently track your car wherever it is, lock and unlock like the Fords as well. And one of the most important and useful features I've found here is this all-around view, which is available at any time, except when you're moving fast. And it uses all these cameras. There's one under each mirror, there's one at the front and one at the back, and it gives you a actual live view of everything that's happening around you. So if I just drive a little bit here, ooh, yeah, you can see it's telling me everything. If I hit that again, I've got a close-up of that right side wheel, which is useful when you're parallel parking. You don't want to bash your nice rims into things, and you can guarantee I'm going to have some nice rims on this car. And yeah, standard front and backup camera. So going backward, and it automatically switches to going forward when you're at a slow speed. It'll turn off once I get a little bit faster, but that's one of the useful features on here. Last feature before I forget about it is that this vehicle comes with a just massive sunroof. It goes all the way back to the rear seats there, similar to what the Subaru Forester has, but in this car. Yeah, so those are just some of the features that I wanted to show to you guys. Just wanted to show off the car a little bit. I finally picked up a new vehicle, so you can bet I'm going to have some interesting videos coming up if you guys want to give me a subscribe. Otherwise, I hope this helped you with your research into the Nissan Rogue. And yeah, got the nano coatings coming up, and I've got the ProPilot demo coming up, and we'll go from there. Give me a like and subscribe. Thanks.